Hi, I'm Cat Doss, and today we're going to be doing a nice vinyasa flow class. So we'll begin with some ujjayi breaths, so in through our noses, out through our mouths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll do some nice circles here. Just loosen up our muscles a bit. Take a couple breaths here. And then we're just gonna switch directions and go in the opposite direction for a couple breaths. And then we're just gonna take our knees nice and wide and we're gonna come into a nice child's pose. So we'll take a big inhale here. And on the exhale, we'll gently slide forward into child's pose. Take a breath or two here in child's pose. And then when you're ready on the inhale, come up into tabletop position. You want your hands and feet about shoulder width apart. We're gonna do a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. And exhale, cow. On the inhale, we're going to reach our right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right arm through so that we're resting on that right shoulder for thread the needle. You can drape your left arm behind your back. And on the inhale, you can extend your left leg for balance. Take a breath or two here. On the exhale, we're going to come back to table. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rest on that left shoulder. You can drape your right arm behind your back. And on the inhale, you can extend your right leg for balance. Take a breath or two here. On the exhale, we're going to release. We're going to come back to tabletop position. On the inhale, we're going to take our right leg and extend it and reach our left arm forward. Take a breath or two here. You can stay here, or you can reach your left arm out. You can bend your right leg and hold that foot for tiger pose. Take a breath or two here. On the exhale, release. Inhale, take your left leg, back it up and extend it, adding that right arm, breathing into this pose. You can stay here, or you can reach your right arm out to the side, bend that left knee and hold that left foot with your right hand for tiger pose. Take a breath or two here. And then on the exhale, we're gonna release that. Back to table, we're gonna tuck our toes, and on the inhale, we're gonna come into downward facing dog. Hands and feet about shoulder width apart here, ears in line with the arms. Take a breath or two here. Maybe bicycle the legs a little bit. And while you're here, set an intention for your practice. Think about what you want to get out of yoga class today. Bring your gazes forward. You can step or jump to a nice forward fold. Inhale halfway up, deep breath in. That's good for circulation. Exhale, fold. Inhale out, around and up, rising. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale halfway up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Grab your opposite elbows here and gently rock back and forth for ragdoll pose. Take a breath or two here. Try switching elbows here for a little bit of a different stretch in your shoulders. On the exhale, let your hands come down towards the center of the mat. Plant your fingertips, and on the inhale, step or jump to plank. Here in plank, you want your shoulders in line with your heels. You want your muscles engaged. You want your shoulders stacked over your wrists in a nice straight line of energy from your shoulders to your heels. You can also put your knees on the floor mat for a little extra stability. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Walk your hands in a little bit if you need a deeper stretch. and just bicycle the legs. Bring your right leg back and up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that right knee. Inhale, step back with that right foot for falling star, or you can stay in three-legged dog. Take a breath or two here. Inhale, come into side plank, left hand down. You can do traditional side plank. You can bring a knee on the floor or mat if you'd like. If you have any shoulder issues or wrist issues, come onto your forearm. You can raise the leg up. Take the variation you like here. You can also do a little flourish. I like to hold my foot here and just get a little extra extension. On the exhale, we're going to come back to regular plank. Inhale, exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog coming up onto your feet. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog, walking your hands in as needed. Inhale, bring your left leg back and up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale, step back with that left foot for falling star for a nice back bend. Or you can stay in three-legged dog. Take a breath or two here. Inhale, come onto your right side for side plank. You can do traditional side plank. You can have a knee on the floor or mat for extra stability. You can come onto your forearm if you have wrist issues. You can raise a leg up if you want a little extra balance, or do a nice flourish. I like to hold my foot here for just a little extra stretch while I hold side plank. And then on the exhale, we're gently going to come back into regular plank. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. You can always skip these vinyasas and go straight to downward facing dog. Bring your gazes forward. You can step, jump, or walk it to a nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, out, around, and up, rising. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to hold our right knee here for a breath or two and balance. And then on the inhale, we're going to step back with that right foot for warrior one. Here, warrior one, our right knee is stacked over that right ankle. Our palms are facing each other. Our gazes are forward. Our back foot's at a nice 45-degree angle. Take a breath or two here. And then on the inhale, we're going to step back to mountain. This time we're going to hold our left foot. Just hold that knee for a breath or two. Inhale. Exhale, step back with that left foot for warrior one. You can always take a second to adjust as well to make sure you're comfortable in these poses. Gazes forwards, palms facing each other. Right knee stacked over that right ankle. Take a breath or two here. Inhale. Exhale, step back to mountain. Bring your hands to your hearts. Inhale, bring your arms out, around, and up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, swan dive forward. Plant your fingertips and prepare yourselves to step or jump to plank. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Walk your hands in as needed. Inhale, bring your right leg back and up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that right knee. This time we're going to bring our right knee through and we're going to come into runner's lunge. So our back foot, we're on the ball of that left foot. Our right knee is stacked over that right ankle. And on the inhale, we're going to come up into high lunge, crescent. Take a breath or two here. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. You can stay here, you can open the arms for a deeper twist. On the exhale, we'll bring our hands back down and frame that front foot. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Walking your hands in as needed. Inhale, bring that left leg back and up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale, bring that left knee forward, let it float and step through for runner's lunge. Your back foot's at a nice 45-degree angle. You're on the ball of that back foot balancing. Sorry, it's facing the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up for high lunge crescent. Take a breath or two here. Exhale, come into cactus arms, reaching those arms back, breathing into this pose. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, twist to the left. You can stay here, you can open your arms for a more intense twist. Breathing into this pose. Exhale, bring those hands down to frame that front foot. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Walk your hands in as needed for a little deeper stretch. Breathing into this pose. Bring your gazes forward. You can step, jump, or walk it to a nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, out, around, and up, rising. Exhale, hands to heart. We're gonna take tree pose here, so plant your left foot. Your right foot could be up to your left ankle, maybe up to your left thigh, hands to heart. And when you're ready, you can add the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, turn your right knee to face to the front of the mat. Exhale, extend that right leg. Inhale, add cactus arms. Exhale, step back with that right foot for warrior two, gazing over those left fingertips. Left knee stacked over that left ankle. Right foot's in the back at a nice 45-degree angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching back with that left arm. You can also drape your hand behind your back if you like with your right hand. Exhale, back to warrior two, gazing over those left fingertips. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, reach that left arm forward, reaching your right arm up for Trikonasana triangle. You can almost think of your arms like they're similarly aligned to warrior two. Inhale, take your right hand behind your back, walk your back foot in. Left hand on the floor next to left foot, extend that right leg and flex that foot for half moon. You can reach your right arm up for balance or put it on the floor for balance. You can stay here, you can take candy cane. If you're taking candy cane, once you're nice and steady, bend that right foot, touch it with your right hand. Just make sure that if you're doing this, that your foot can get away. Your hand's touching it more for show. That'll add stability and give you control as well. And if you fall, which I fall a lot, you won't hurt you. Take a breath or two more in half moon. And then when you're ready, lower that back foot and come back to warrior two, gazing over those left fingertips. Take a breath or two here. Inhale, come into warrior one. Exhale, reach those hands down, framing that front foot. Turn your back foot so that it's facing the front of your mat for a nice runner's lunge. Inhale, raise that left arm up for side angle twist, breathing into this pose. Exhale, bring that left hand down again, framing that front foot for runner's lunge. Lower your right shin onto the floor or mat for low lunge. You can stay here or you can come into lizard pose. You can walk your hands to the inside of that left knee and come onto your forearms for lizard. Take a breath or two here. On the inhale, we're going to come up so that our right leg is at a nice right angle with that floor mat. We're going to straighten that left leg, keep a micro bend in your knee, and fold over that left leg for half split. Take a breath or two here. Then on the inhale, we're going to step back to plank. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Bring your gazes forward. We're gonna step, jump, or walk it to a nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, out, around and up, rising. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're gonna take tree on the opposite side. So, we're going to plant our right foot. We're gonna take our left foot maybe to our right ankle, maybe to our right thigh, hands to heart. And then when we're nice and steady, we'll add the arms. On the exhale, we're gonna bring our hands to our hearts. Inhale, turn that left knee to face the front of the mat. Exhale, extend that left leg. Inhale, add cactus arms. Exhale, step back with that left foot for warrior two, gazing over those right fingertips. Right knee stacked over that right ankle at a nice right angle. Back foot's at a nice 45-degree angle. If you pull your shoulder blades towards each other, you'll feel a little more stretch. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reaching your right arm back and up. You can also drape your left hand behind your back if you'd like here. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, reach that right arm forward, reaching up with that left arm for Trikonasana triangle. Inhale, take that left hand behind your back, walk your back foot in, right hand onto the floor next to right foot, extend that left leg for half moon. You can reach your left arm up for balance or have it on the floor mat for balance. Once you're nice and steady, if you want to take candy cane, you can bend your left leg, touch it with that left hand. Just make sure your foot isn't trapped. You should be able to take your hand away and your leg's doing all the work so it stays in the same position. That'll protect your knee and give you more balance, strength, and control in candy cane. We'll take a breath or two more in half moon. And on the exhale, we'll lower that back foot, coming back to warrior two. Gazing over those right fingertips. Inhale, warrior one. Palms facing each other, gazes forward. Exhale, bring those hands down to frame that front foot. Turning your back foot to face the front of your mat, so you're on the ball of that back foot for runner's lunge. Inhale, raise that right arm up for side angle pose. Exhale, bring that right hand down, framing that front foot for runner's lunge, and lower that left shin onto the floor mat for low lunge. You can stay right here, low lunge, or you can take lizard pose, walking your hands to the inside of that right knee and coming onto your forearms for lizard, gazes forward, breathing into this stretch. Inhale, come up into half split. Your left leg is perpendicular with the floor or mat. Your right leg is straightened in front of you with a micro bend in your knee. Gently fold over that right leg and flex that foot for half split. On the inhale, we're gonna step back to plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Walk your hands in as needed, take a breath or two here. Bring your gazes forward. You can step, jump, or walk it to a nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, out, around, and up, rising. Exhale, hands to heart. Now we're gonna take dancer pose here, so just shake it out a little bit. Plant your left foot, reach your left arm forward. Hold your right foot, but make sure it can escape. And on the exhale, slowly come forward into dancer. On the exhale, slowly release. Shake it out again. Plant your right foot. We're going to take dancer on the opposite side. Reach your right arm forward. Hold that left foot. And on the exhale, slowly come forward into dancer, opposite side. On the exhale, slowly release. Shake it out. Bring your hands to your hearts. Inhale, bring your arms out, around, and up, rising. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up, deep breath in. Exhale, fold. While you're here, walk your feet into little together, bend your knees. We're gonna take Utkatasana chair pose, so get in a nice squat. Inhale, reach your arms up for Utkatasana chair. Breathing into this pose. Exhale, reach your arms back for airplane, staying in that nice squat. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right for Utkatasana twist. You can stay here, open your arms for a deeper twist. Inhale, come back to chair. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left for Utkatasana twist, opposite side. You can stay here, open the arms for a deeper twist. Breathing into this pose. Exhale, bring your hands down and frame the foot, and you can step back to plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Inhale, bring your right leg back and up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that right knee. On the inhale, we're going to bring our right knee forward. We're going to let it float for a breath or two. And on the exhale, we're going to tuck it in front of us for pigeon pose. You can also go onto your back for supine pigeon if you like. Bring your gazes forward here. Take a deep breath in. Make sure your hips are nice and square at the front of the mat. And on the exhale, gently come forward for sleeping pigeon. Inhale, come back into regular pigeon. Bend your right foot and hold that foot for a nice stretch here. You can stay here, you can take a variation. I like to take the mer pose, where you take your left foot into the crook of that left hand, right hand behind your back, and clasp the hands behind your head. On the exhale, we're gently going to release that and come back into pigeon for a breath or two. Get that last bit of hip stretch. Inhale, tuck that left foot, step back to plank. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Walk your hands in for a deeper stretch if you'd like. Inhale, bring that left leg back and up for three-legged dog. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale, bring that left knee forward, let it float for a breath or two. Exhale, tuck it in front of you for pigeon. Breathing into this pose. Get your hips nice and square at the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, lower for sleeping pigeon, reaching forward. On the inhale, we're slowly going to come back up into pigeon. We're going to bend that right foot and hold that foot. You can stay right here. You can take the mer pose on the opposite side, putting your right foot into the crook of that right arm, left hand behind your head, clasping the hands behind your head for mer pose. On the exhale, we're gently going to release that and take a breath or two more in pigeon. On the inhale, we're going to step back to plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes for downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. And then on the exhale, we're going to come into our forearms for dolphin pose. On the inhale, we're going to step back into dolphin plank. Dolphin pose and dolphin plank are great alternatives to downward facing dog and traditional plank if you have any wrist issues. They're harder, but they're easier on the wrists. Inhale, raise your right leg up for a breath or two. Exhale, lower that right leg. Inhale, raise your left leg up for a breath or two. Exhale, lower that leg. Take a breath or two here, and then on the inhale, walk your feet back in for dolphin. Take a breath or two here. On the inhale, bring your knees down to the floor mat and slowly come up so that you're on your knees about shoulder width apart. Cross the hands behind your back for a gentle shoulder stretch. You can stay here, you can reach back and grab those heels for camel. And if you don't have neck and shoulder issues and it feels good on your neck and shoulders, you can relax the neck and shoulders. On the exhale, slowly release and bring your feet out in front of you. Flex those feet. We're going to do forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over those legs. You can take those feet wider if you need a little extra room. And if you can get your middle toes in line with those kneecaps, you'll get a really good alignment here. Going deeper with each breath. On the inhale, we're slowly going to come back up to seated. We're going to keep our left leg extended and put our right foot on our left thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Inhale, come back to seated. Bring your right leg out, bring your left foot into your right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over that right leg. Going deeper with each breath. Inhale, come back to seated. Take your feet out nice and wide for a nice wide stretch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, walk your hands to the right. Take a gentle stretch to the right, folding over that right leg. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, walk your hands to the left, folding over that left leg. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, slowly come up to seated. Bring your feet together for butterfly pose and gently flap your knees here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then just come to a nice stop and slowly come forward for sleeping butterfly. Take your time with this stretch like you're melting an ice cube. Inhale, slowly come up to seated and gently flap your knees again for a breath or two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Then we're just gonna bring our legs out in front of us. We're gonna keep our left leg extended. We're gonna bend our right knee, take that right foot across, planting that right foot. Left leg can stay out, or you can tuck it and flex the foot. And on the inhale, we're gonna gently twist to the right. You can stay here for this gentle twist, breathing into this twist, or you can take your left hand under your knee, right hand behind your back, and clasp the hands under your knee for a gentle bind. On the exhale, we're gonna release that. This time we're gonna keep our left leg extended. We're gonna bend our right knee, take it across. Keep our right leg extended. Bend our left knee, take it across, planting that left foot. Right foot can stay out, or you can tuck it and flex the foot. Inhale, twisting to the left. Breathing into this pose. You can also take the bind where you take your right hand under your knee, left hand behind your back, and clasp the hands under that knee. On the exhale, we're gonna release that. We're gonna bring our feet in front of us about shoulder width apart. We're gonna bring our hands to our hearts and make gentle circles with those hands for a gentle wrist stretch. And then we're gonna switch directions to get a full range of motion. Then on the exhale, we're gonna plant our fingertips behind us, pushing down on our fingertips, not our wrists, to protect our wrists. And on the inhale, we're gonna come up into reverse table. Inhale, raise that right leg. Exhale, rest that right ankle on our left knee, flexing that right foot. Inhale. Exhale, come to seated, thread the needle, walk your body in as needed, and you can make gentle circles with that right foot. You might want to switch directions too to get that full range of motion. On the exhale, we're gently going to release that. We're going to plant our fingertips again, and we're going to go back into reverse table. Inhale, raise that left leg up. exhale, rest that left ankle on our right knee. Inhale. Exhale, come to seated, thread the needle. Walk your body in as needed and make gentle circles with that right foot. Maybe switch directions. And then on the exhale, we're just gonna release that. We're gonna bring our knees up to our chest, pointing our toes here. And we're gonna reach our arms forward. We're gonna slowly extend those legs for boat pose. On the exhale, we're slowly gonna lower till we're laying on the floor or mat. We're gonna take our hands behind our head like we're gonna do a sit-up. We're gonna bend our left knee and touch it to our right elbow, pointing that right toe, and then switch opposite knee to opposite elbow. This is more yoga conditioning, but it really will strengthen your core. Couple more. And release. We're gonna take bridge pose. So keep your feet in front of you about shoulder width apart. Clasp your hands under your back, tuck your shoulders in, and on the inhale, raise your hip bones for bridge. You can unclasp the hands if you have a good grip with those shoulders. On the exhale, we're gonna release. We're going to take our feet, we're gonna point our toes, reach our legs up, and we're gonna slowly reach our feet back for plow pose. We're gonna take our hands onto our lower backs, and on the inhale, we're gonna straighten those legs up so we have good support on our lower backs here for a nice, gentle inversion. Now you can stay here, you can do variations. Sometimes I like to move my feet around a little bit. There's a diamond shape. We'll just take a breath or two more here. And we're gonna come back into plow pose nice and slowly. And then on the exhale, we're slowly gonna roll back. So we're laying down on the floor mat. And we're going to take another bridge pose. So we're gonna walk our feet back in. We're gonna clasp our hands under our back. We're gonna tuck our shoulders under. On the inhale, we're gonna come back to bridge. On the exhale, we're gonna release. This time we're gonna take full wheel pose or another bridge pose. So you wanna take your hands next to your head. Make sure that you're putting pressure on your fingertips, not your wrists. Your feet are about shoulder width apart. And on the inhale, we can come up into this nice back bend. Otherwise, you can just do another bridge. And on the exhale, we're gently gonna release that. We're gonna bring our knees into our chest and make some gentle circles with our knees. We can do them in the opposite direction as well to just get a little bit more range of motion here. Then we're just gonna come to a stop. We're gonna hold our feet for happy baby, gently rocking side to side. I like to do a variation of happy baby where I bring my hands through and I'll hold my feet. You can stay here, or sometimes I'll grab my feet and put them together for a little bit of extra flexibility here. And just hold that for a couple breaths. we'll just come back to happy baby for a breath or two more. And then we're just gonna bring our knees into our chest. We're gonna get into the cool down here. So we're gonna reach our arms out to the sides. We're gonna take our knees off to the right for a gentle twist. You can look up or look over your left shoulder and breathe into this gentle twist. Then just bring your knees back to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, take them off to the left. You can look up or look over your right shoulder. Then bring your knees back to center. Extend your left leg, hold the bottom of your right foot for a gentle stretch here. You can stay here, you can extend that right leg. You can hold your thigh, your shin, or the bottom of your foot, and just take a gentle stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, take your foot off to the left. Reaching your right arm out, looking over your right shoulder for a slightly more intense twist. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. This time hold the bottom of your left foot, extending your right leg. Take a breath or two here, and then when you're ready, you can straighten that left leg. You can hold your thigh, your shin, or the bottom of your left foot here for a gentle stretch. Inhale, and on the exhale, take that foot off to the right, reaching your left arm out, looking over that left shoulder with your palm up for a nice little twist here. Then on the inhale, bring your knees back to your chest. Bring your hands to your heart. Cross your right leg over your left, right ankle under your left, right elbow under the left, and turn your palms to face each other for supine eagle pose. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring our hands back to our hearts. We're going to cross our left leg over our right, left ankle under our right, left elbow under the right, and turn the palms to face each other for supine eagle opposite direction. This is a great pose if you ever just want to hold a pose for a long time. This is a really challenging pose to hold and just feel that burn after a while. And then on the exhale, we're just going to release that. We're going to take a nice long stretch, arms overhead, pointing our toes, and then we're just going to come up under our elbows for Matsyasana fish pose. Arch your back a little bit, relax your neck and shoulders. Sometimes I like to come up on my heels for a little extra challenge. And then on the exhale, we'll just release. We'll take one more nice long stretch, arms overhead, pointing those toes. Inhale. Exhale, reach your arms by your side. Let your feet flop open. Close your eyes and relax for Shavasana, final resting pose. And while you're here in Shavasana, I want you to just breathe and relax. Just melt into the floor or mat. Just be present in the moment. Just feel your connection with the universe. Feel those transactions of energy between you and the universe. Heat and light, sunlight, oxygen, all energy just spreading throughout our bodies, breathing. Imagine with each breath you're drawing positive energy of love and light from the universe. And just feel that energy spreading throughout your being, empowering you. Letting go of any negative energy to make room for that positive energy, letting it float away like balloons. Any challenges, any worries, and replacing it with feelings of empowerment, strength, and focus. The strength that you need within you to achieve your goals. realizing it was there all along because you're a part of the universe and the universe is a part of you. And with each breath, imagine you're drawing in more and more positive energy, and on the inhale, you're drawing it into a giant ball of love and light, and on the exhale, you're sending it out into the universe, out through space and time, out to all the people in the world, out into nature, out to people that you're thinking about. And then just imagine you're receiving that positive energy back even stronger, filling your reserves, getting you ready to just face whatever comes at you. And just breathe. Just relax. Just be. And then when you're ready, just start to think about waking up a little bit, maybe wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, making gentle circles with your hands and feet, maybe shake it out a little bit. Maybe come onto your side for a breath or two. And then when you're ready, just come back to seated. We'll do a couple more Ujjayi breaths. In through our noses, out through our mouths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We'll bring our hands to our hearts. Hands to our foreheads for clear and loving thoughts. Hands to our hearts for clear and loving intentions. Hands to our mouths for clear and loving communications. The light in me recognizes and salutes the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies.